Hey everybody, we are here today to talk about Aetherdark, a brand new Kickstarter from a third-party publisher making what I would like to call Shadowdark Spelljammer. I am so excited that they have put this out. There is an entire core rule book, and these are rules on the idea of Aetherpunk, the ships, the crew, everything you can need, even generating maps for a planet all the way out into the galaxy. But there's more than that in this Kickstarter, so let's scroll through, see what you get, and of course, take a look at the PDFs. So Aetherdark is already near 15,000. They've funded, they're good to go. 198 people have backed this, and there is a lot here. The best thing is, and I think this is important, you're getting quick start rules right out of the gate. You're getting it for not only Aetherdark, but for the setting the ring and for an adventure. All the links are in the Kickstarter for you to check them out. They're giving you a lot more to look at than I expected there would be. So here's what you got. Core books, 300-page crew management, levels and rules. There's the mapping in this. I'm so excited to show you how they did the mapping for this. But there's 30 pages of random events and more in just the core book. After that, you get the ring. The ring, and let's be honest here, everybody. We are all looking for the next Shadowdark setting to run and play in. And the idea that they are bringing us a setting for this 300-page mechanics book of Aetherdark is something I didn't know was going to happen until after the review I did a week ago. Well, whenever you're watching this. The ring has got a full downloadable preview that you can take and look through. And I'm going to scroll through the 26-page preview here really quick just to show you what you get. I love these like one color covers that they're doing as well. It reminds me of the old mags you used to get as a kid, the old zines. So this is a preview copy. You can get this again from the Kickstarter right now. The ring has got full exploration, the idea of using an adventure hub, which I think is very important as a GM, breakdown of everything you're getting, a full 2-page kind of brief history of the ring so you understand it, demographics, new cultures, mannerisms, and then these maps. Look, the idea of mapping is something I enjoy as a cartographer, but the fact that they have broken down a system, your continents, and then right down into the area you're going to land at, this one-page at-a-glance view, chef's kiss. Is somebody who loves cartography and does a lot of it myself, this was a super smart play. So you get this as a preview to look through. I'm just going to quick scroll so you can see there's a lot in here. Also, new backgrounds, who doesn't want that? Now, with that, the Kickstarter brings a lot more than just the ring system. You're also getting this syndicate. The syndicate, as said here, Syndicate is an introductory campaign zine built around the organization of pirates raiding undeveloped worlds. And again, you're going to get yourself a good preview as well. So this is the preview. It's 18 pages, that single color again, Skullship, gotta love it. But when you're going through here, this piece here is probably the highlight that I want to talk about. When you're teaching people to run a new campaign setting or new mechanics that Aetherdark brings, Aetherdark is 300 pages of mechanics. This idea of a checklist for when you're running a game is a must-have. I've done this in other games that I've written for and other publishers. The fact that we're getting a third-party publisher from Shadowdark making a checklist to help you and remind you of the things you've done in the campaign so far. The full version of this, I think, is like 60-something pages. You're getting 18 of them here to look through and what you would get if you want to run it. I can tell you I have a preview copy for this, and it's a pretty fun campaign set piece. And who doesn't want to be pirates? Let's be real. I think it's all of us, right? Now, what we're all here for and want to look at is obviously Aetherdark itself. I think you're going to be surprised how much is crammed into this. 300 pages is a lot of product, and they deliver. There's a lot here. There's more than one probably needs for numerous campaigns. So let me show you the table of contents, what you get in it, and then highlight a few pieces that I think are really important in the bookmark section without giving away too much. You should discover that on your own. So this is the cover for it. I got the 308 page one here to look through. I'm not going to scroll through all of it today because it's 308 pages. But the training that Shadowdark has given us to look at the front cover, to find important information, they've kept that kind of stylistic guideline while making it their own. I believe some of this art is even like redone NASA photos, which makes me super happy as a NASA nerd. You can see I highlighted a lot of stuff going through this, looking at it, and really kind of taking it all in. There is so much in here that they even give you quick sheets to kind of teach you, hey, remember, these are the things you do with ship and crew. Oh, your siege weapons, your lighting, your naval movement, pursuit, so on and so on. Now, if we go over to the bookmarks here, you get crew, ships, gameplay, travel, GM advice, the Aether, which is space, essentially, for those who are trying to figure out what it is, terrain, worlds, and of course, new monsters. Now, I could scroll through all of this, but there's a few things that I think I want to show you more than anything else. And first, it's the ships. Look, a chained star, the most expensive form of transportation. This requires finding several small stars of equal size, dislodging them from their position, and you're making them into ships? This is super metal in my eyes and makes me really happy to see. For those who have played things like Spelljammer and 5e, this would have fit right in with those campaigns I ran during 2nd edition. And I think Aether is bringing us even more than we got back then. Of course, on top of that, we have travel and how to do that. That's important. You're talking about hex crawling and getting through things in a hex crawl, and that just, honestly, it takes time to learn, and they break it down for you here in a pretty easy way. Now, I'm going to fast forward to the maps here again, showcasing the idea of how they're splitting down into 3 kind of drill down styles. But if we scroll up here, they've taught you how to do it. And they've given you a new way to do hex crawls, not only just the ring in region space, but also on a sector space level. And look, we already know how to hex crawl. So they're just giving us great information on doing space travel hex crawl. Those who are Traveler fans or played some of the older OSR games, this is gonna really kind of strike a heartstring for you. Check this out, look through the previews that they're giving you, and honestly, let's just look at what we're getting price-wise when we actually back the Kickstarter and what we get when we do so. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So, in this, we have a couple of options, just digital, 20 bucks, core rules, setting, campaign, 12 fiction zines, so you can really ground the idea of what you're going to run. This is a lot of product. They're not only giving you rules, they're giving you a setting, they're giving you a campaign, and then they're giving you the fiction to understand exactly what their vision is when you go to run this. That's rare. And that means they put all this together before they even put it out for you. After that, 50 core rulebook and PDFs. Looks like they're going to be doing a print copy. Traveler's logs, PDF, 90 bucks. Rule setting and PDFs, $90. Everything for $160. And of course, if you want to know more about it, there's already been interviews, there are reviews, and I'm hoping we get to see some actual play here in the future. So look, if you're wanting something new to play, if you need a setting, if Spelljammer was your jam, pun intended, Aetherdark is what you need for Shadowdark. 300 pages, mechanic galore, how to build, how to run, what to do, settings coming as soon as this Kickstarter completes. I believe we're getting the PDF shortly afterwards. This is a great piece to back and to put into your collection and have something to run. That's it from me here on Erik Frankhouse Presents or EFP Live. Of course, everybody watch, listen, learn, be a better gamer.